Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for Arrested Development Season 1, Episode number 2.
Alright, you guys came through with the comments for Episode 1, so I will take a minute and read those. Alright, Christopher coming through to say, I loved this show back when it first aired, and to this day it has the best use of reoccurring jokes, callbacks, and jokes within a joke of any TV show I have ever seen. From episode 2, I loved it, but others may have different opinions. The narrator is Ron Howard, a director and producer, and it is a permanent part of the show to the point where his narration is part of the comedy. Okay. The end credit scenes are also part of the comedy, as they are not meant to be taken as really happening sometimes. Alright, Corey coming through to say episode 3 of the season is one of my faves, so I think that's when it starts to get good. My favorite season is season 2, but season 1 is still outstanding. The narrator is in every episode, and it's actually Ron Howard. He's a producer on this show. Okay. This show is such quick humor that it's so good to rewatch because you will always find something new to laugh at or realize it connects to a later season. Yeah. They are all about joke callbacks. Can't wait for more. Del Guy comes through to say, I'm so glad you're doing this. I'll always keep suggesting leverage in the polls, but Arrested Development is one of my all-time favorite series. I really enjoyed your reaction. In my opinion, this is one series that was fantastic right from the first moment, but I suppose the pilot had to take some time to set things up. So let's say episode 2 is where you'll see how the rhythm of the show works. Okay. I can see that one challenge for reacting is that the show stuffs jokes inside of jokes, sometimes non-stop, and yet of course you have to talk and react. That's the whole point. So sometimes something will get covered up, like a favorite bit in this pilot that you missed, and it's a prime example of that. Jason Bateman dry sarcastic delivery, so I hope you won't mind if I quote it here. It's from the scene when Lucille, the mother, is complaining about her fox fur before they all go out. Lucille, Michael, look what happened to my fox. Someone cut off his little foot. Is it noticeable? Michael, well, you've got to remember, you're going to be all splattered in red paint. That's going to distract you.
Yeah, I heard him say that.
Okay.
But you know, Jason Bateman, you just you hear it and you're like, yeah, that is so fucking true.
Great point, though, and it's great to know, though, how quick the humor and how they're going to just put that into everything, so we'll have to try to pay attention. Yeah, but you're right, it's hard, especially because when you laugh, and if something happens amidst that laugh, you missed it. Yep. Alright, executive producer listed saying, this is the 7th show I'm starting with you guys. This was a promising pilot episode with some A-list celebrities, and I also love the narration throughout because it felt like these eccentric characters deserves an introduction.
Yeah, man. They got an all-star lineup, right?
For real. Alright, Nigeru coming through to say, I'm really happy you guys are starting the show. The first 3 seasons are legendary comedy for me. Jessica Walter is the MVP of the series, in my opinion, but everyone is pretty strong. Because the humor in Arrested Development is so self-referential and quick, it doesn't really have an episode where it gets better per se. Instead, each episode builds on the previous one, and it just gets funnier and funnier like a locomotive. Eventually, just a glance, expression, or phrase has me howling with laughter based on what's come before. This show, more than the other shows, rewards careful attention and rewatches. Enjoy. Okay. Alright, Joshua comes through to say, my favorite character is Gob Will Arnett, and him and his illusions. Never forget, they're not magic tricks, they are illusions. And Tobias David Cross comes in a close second, even though I love all of them. Most of my favorite stories involve them. Okay. Eric coming through to say, this is generally regarded as a great comedy, but it's not necessarily one of my personal favorites. Comparing it a lot to the other shows you guys are reacting to or have reacted to, Parks and Rec, Community, Good Place, Scrubs, all of them are very funny. The main difference is that on the other shows, you generally like the characters and want good things to happen to them. Arrested Development, not so much. It's still a very funny show, and I'll still enjoy the reactions, but it's a second-tier comedy for me personally because I prefer to like characters I'm watching. So you must also not like Sunny.
That's what I was going to say.
Because that is definitely in the same boat.
Very unredeemable.
Yeah. Alright, Ted Callie coming through to say, the OG GOAT. I'm so glad you're starting this, but I do think it's a show you'll fall in love with in the edit rather than the first viewing. There are so many subtle jokes, wordplay, and visual gags, especially jammed into each episode, that it's going to be hard to catch them all the first time through. As to whether there's a waiting period, yes and no. The quality is there from the beginning, but the further along you go, the more the jokes can evolve and change with ever new situations. I've heard it said that Arrested Development is like Rube Goldberg comedy. A joke will lead into joke A will lead into joke B and carry momentum through jokes C through M, and then unexpectedly appear as a punchline to joke Z 3 episodes later.
Oh.
I go as far as to say that the reason this show still has so much love is that it's infinitely rewatchable in that regard. So no, I don't think the show gets better, like Parks and Rec, The Office, or even Community, but your experience with it definitely will as the momentum is allowed to build. There are just 3 masterful seasons of comedy that I adore and were tragically cut short while Fox was in its We Will Destroy That Which You Love phase.
We will destroy that which you love.
And that was that. Nothing else happened. Definitely don't look into it. Alright. Rena coming through to say, wow, with Community, The Office, and now Arrested Development being reacted to, let me just say I love this Patreon. So incredibly happy it won the poll. You guys' reactions are going to be so fun. I'd say Arrested Development has a very sardonic and cynical but creative sense of humor. The writing is just genius, and it will get to the point, sooner rather than later actually, where everything is a part of the comedy, not only the characters, but the narrator himself, the music, sometimes even the setting. Pretty much anything in this show is meant to be not to be taken seriously.
Okay.
This show is also very heavy on callbacks and references to their own jokes. As for expectations, season 1 is a great season in my opinion, although I'd say some of the earlier episodes may feel a bit slower because you're still getting used to the characters. Mm-hmm. And for overall with the whole series, I think there's a general consensus that the first 3 seasons are the best of AD, although I've heard season 4 isn't bad. Anyway, I'll wrap this up. Sorry for the super long and choppy comment, lol. This is definitely up there with favorite comedies along with Community, so I'm very, very excited. Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah.
Alright, JoJo coming through to say, I had to make myself actually watch the reaction before commenting from sheer excitement. I think this show finds its stride pretty much out of the gate. The thing to be most aware of is that the jokes are dense. They are quick, some are subtle, to the point that you may want to rewatch the series or episodes on your own at some point, because it's almost impossible to get them all on a first viewing, let alone reacting. Also expect reoccurring jokes hidden in the set dressing, obscure references, just every kind of joke imaginable.
Okay.
And as others have said, these characters are all terrible people, but very funny terrible people.
Yeah.
Additionally, expect guest stars like you've never experienced before, from the A to D list, but in remarkable numbers for a show that was only 3 seasons in its initial run. On a side note, I was laughing at you saying how young Jason Bateman seems, because he and his sister Justine were both around on TV since the 80s. She was on Family Ties and he was on Silver Spoons.
Yep.
And another one in the later 80s. I want to say Valerie was the name. Anyway, in 2003, Jason Bateman had been a working actor for at least 20 years.
Yeah.
To my mind, this was his breakthrough role as an adult actor after the child star thing. I'm totally stoked for this one. Did I just leave a really long comment? Yeah, I just left a really long comment.
Congrats.
Alright, Sandman coming through to say, excellent. First, let me thank you for your quick fix of my issue. I would have understood but been sad if I hadn't been able to watch it yet. No problem. Anytime you guys run into issues, just DM us. We try to get to those as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Alright, I think Ted put it very well that jokes evolve and lead into each other. But I will add that, as you have noted, there's a lot of talent on this cast, and they needed a little time to learn how to perfectly balance giving them all the appropriate amount of time. And there are a few early episodes that are very focused on fleshing out one character, and if it's not one character, and if it's not one you're connected to yet, you can find yourself thinking, this is okay, but what's blank doing? I need more blank in my life. Also, for reasons I'm not sure why, they did flip a couple early episodes from when they aired to what they later decided, which for the most part isn't noticeable, but Buster's storyline is a little messy the first 10 episodes, but could just be chalked up to his indecisiveness. All that said, there isn't much of a ramp up other than learning the characters and establishing the long running gaps. The writing is there from the beginning. Episode 2 is one of my favorite of the entire series. Great setup. You see exactly how this family dysfunctionally interacts and impacts each other in unintended ways, and a hilarious payoff. Alright, and then the last comment we got is from Björn, who says, hey guys, never got around to watching this show back then, but I have all the episodes on my DVD set. I'm really excited to start this with you guys. I did, however, watch the first episode on my own right before, and I've noticed that some scenes are either altered, cut short, or missing completely in the version you are watching. Oh, and the cussing is altered as well. I don't know if this will be a regular thing or if the pilot is the only episode that has been cut up, so would like to ask people who already watched the show to comment on that. We wouldn't want you to watch a censored version, so to speak, of course. Yeah. So in order for you to enjoy these episodes as intended, I would love to provide my copies via DM. Just let me know what you think. Love you guys. Great reaction as always, and I'll see you in the next one. And then Sandbud does come through to clarify that it is just the pilot. The DVDs have an extended version as well as the actual aired one. Going forward, they should be good. So we're good to
I'm
go.
about to say shit is on Netflix.
So thank you guys for coming through with all of these comments. You know we love them. Let's get into episode 2 right now.
Now the story of a wealthy family who lost everything, and the one son who had no choice but to keep them all together. It's Arrested Development.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Now I can.
Another setback for the once prominent Blues family as their frozen banana stand, a Newport Beach landmark, burns to the ground. A delicious whodunit after this.
A week before the fire, Michael Bluth was trying to save the Bluth Company, but his father was making it difficult.
I need the flight records. Dad, I'm trying to find some money for the family.
There's always money in a banana stand. I am having a love affair with this ice cream sandwich. You want some?
Listen,
Take a bite?
please,
Take a bite.
please.
Come on.
The SEC
Take a
has
bite.
locked up our funds.
Wait.
These guys aren't messing
Don't
around.
touch it.
So I need you to tell me, were you taking vacations in the jet? Is that what you're hiding from me?
I haven't had a vacation in years. This is my vacation. I'm exercising. I'm sleeping well.
You're doing time.
I'm doing the time of my life. What's up, Pumpkin? Hey!
What's up, Pumpkin?
T-Bones. Yeah. T-Bone's my roommate.
Mm.
He's a flamer. T's checking out today.
Well, because every vacation's got to come to an end.
But why he said it like that?
Just made a fool out of yourself in front of T-Bone.
Yeah,
Anyway,
T-Bone.
I want you to give him a job at the company. Sales.
I'm not going to do that.
Why not?
Well, because
he's a
we don't
flamer?
have any
Because I told you
money.
He's a
that.
flamer?
Confident.
You don't seem to understand that I'm running this company now, Dad, and I need the flight records, and I'm going to get them, with or without your help.
All right. No touching. I got something we can try. All right, it's a little risky.
Please.
Open up.
What do you mean about
While George Sr. was losing a roommate, George Michael was having a hard time adjusting to his movement.
Okay, we are just about ass to ankles back here, baby. Do you want
Ass
to
to
hop on your cousin's lap there, please?
Whoa, bumpy road ahead.
So he addressed his problem head on.
Dad, I want to work more hours at the banana stand.
Wow. Well, that's great. You know, I used to be just like you when I was a kid. I used to love it there.
It's gonna be our best summer ever, Mikey.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Just look like
Why
he
is
lived
it
it.
covered with
Promotion.
chocolate
Welcome
pudding?
aboard, Mr. Manager.
Wow, I'm Mr. Manager.
Well, manager. We just say manager. And you can hire an employee if you need one.
Do you think I need one?
Don't look at me, Mr. Manager.
Right, it's up to me now. I'm Mr. Manager.
Manager, we just say,
I know, but
You
she
keep
just doesn't
saying
want
it. You keep saying it.
Mr. Manager. Yeah, don't we?
I don't know what I expected. What's going on?
I didn't expect it to be a real death, though.
That's when Michael figured out how to get his mother to lead him to the storage unit where the flight records were kept.
Fire.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, Mom, it's Michael. Listen, before I forget, I talked to the IRS and they want to come by your apartment today to see if you charge any big ticket stuff to the company. Furs or... I don't know. Just a heads up.
We gotta take our shit out
Yeah.
and put it in the storage unit.
Poor
Yeah.
woman.
Oh my god.
So Michael followed Luz, who had been sent to hide the evidence. Meanwhile, Tobias had arranged an audition for a local commercial. Lindsay came along to appear supportive.
This could take a while.
To appear fine.
Not if I do my job right. First of all, I love it. Quick question though. Am I panicked about the fire or am I being brave for everyone else?
The fire. It's a fire sale.
It's a fire sale.
Oh. Okay, I didn't Well, let's give it a shot. Oh my God! We're having a fire sale! Oh, the burning! It burns me! Evacuate all the school children! Ah! Oh, me! This isn't a fever scene! Greg! Can't even see where the knob is!
And so.
And see.
Right?
Would you like to try that a little simpler, maybe?
No.
Yeah, I think that was it.
That was the tape.
Okay, anybody else? Anyone?
How about you?
Lindsay Bluth?
Wow.
It's Feudgate.
Roger Danish.
Look at you, I can't believe it's Lindsay Bluth.
Feudgate.
Roger was my male counterpart in high school.
Oh, the guy with the hair.
Right there.
Look, that's why I got the little twist in his hair.
So what are you doing now?
He's casting my commercial.
Yeah, trying to. The South Coast Boutique is having a fire sale.
South Coast Boutique. They're having a fire sale?
And she got it.
Meanwhile, Michael was still following his mother's housekeeper.
Man, she gotta take 2 buses. Too fast.
And she did finally leave him in the storage unit. Unfortunately, it was on fire.
What the fuck?
Somebody wanted this place to go. Yeah? What do you mean, arson? Oh, definitely the work of a flamer.
Flavor. Oh my gosh. That was old dude. He was just getting out, babe.
He told him to hook it up.
Yeah. Because remember he said he was getting out today.
Yeah.
He's a flamer.
Oh, she know not to let him know.
It shoots tomorrow.
Hey.
These consistent tricks. Hang on one second. Hello?
Hey, Uncle Michael, it's me, Maybe.
Hey, maybe. Where's George Michael?
At the banana stand. He's about to do something really irresponsible.
You think it's irresponsible? I'll be right there.
You think it's irresponsible?
Yeah.
Michael? Dad,
Hey, what are you doing?
I was just, I was burning down the banana stand.
What?
I'm sorry, Dad. I screwed it all up. I've got no right to call myself Mr. Manager. Manager. I'm sorry, Dad.
Mr. Manager.
I am. I mean, but listen, I'll make it up to you. I mean, I'll work weeknights. I'll lay people off. I'll give up my summer, all my summers. Just tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Michael realized he had done to his son what his father had done to him. So he came up with a solution.
Burn it down.
What?
Let's burn this son of a bitch. Gonna be our best summer ever, buddy.
And so Michael, his son, and his brother together enjoyed the cathartic burning of the banana stand.
You mailed that insurance check, right, Joe?
Go ahead and drag roll.
Oh my god, so that's not even covered, babe.
Man, did he intend on burning it
Next
anywhere?
morning, Lindsay woke up late in the day, hungover from celebrating
she
her
missed
one
the
day of
audition.
employment, which it turns out she had slept through.
All right, Lindsay, forget it. We'll get someone else.
Tobias was next on the call list, but unfortunately couldn't hear the phone over the sound of the shower.
Still crying.
However, used Lindsay's conditioner and was surprised to find that it did help his self-esteem.
You look nice.
What?
You look very handsome today.
Thank you, Lindsay. And Michael finally got to show his father who's boss.
You what?
Burned it right down to the ground.
Are you crazy? There was money in that banana stand.
Well, it's all gone now, Dad, and it was my decision. So the next time you want to have
That was
those comments
literally
trouble,
money.
just remember that you're playing with fire.
There's $250,000 lining the walls of the banana stand.
Oh my god.
What?
Cash, Michael.
Why did you tell me that?
How much clearer can I say? There's always money in the banana stand! No touching! No touching!
No touching!
No touching.
No touching!
On On the
Babe.
next Arrested Development,
Ugh.
Job protests the pet store's frozen dove exchange policy.
Return from whence you came.
And Michael, realizing the banana stand is the only profitable part of the Bluth empire, decides to rebuild.
You couldn't have called me? I can't swing a hammer? You're a rabbit to buy.
Yeah, rabbit.
And then him with this little thingy.
Wow, the rabbit dead too.
Oh,
He's not that good.
he's not.
Alright, that was episode 1, 2 of Arrested Development, and I don't have that much to say about the episode other than it was very entertaining, and you can kind of see, like you guys are saying, how they gonna be doing this thing right here. So again, I'm just a super fan of Jason Bateman all day. He got that super dry sarcastic. He ain't even like he's trying to be sarcastic. He's just like, are you fucking dumb? Are you not listening to what I'm
Literally, that
saying?
is what I feel like is
So
his
I
like
have
theme.
to talk to you like this type of style right there. So I feel that all day. His rest of his family though was just hilarious, and that's just a good circus to have around
Right.
Jason Bateman to make it super hilarious. So I can't wait to see what they do continuing on with this, because I see right now it's just gonna be all good and all bad at the same time, because they all finna be criminals for the most part. So can't wait to see episode 3.
Yeah, no, I love this episode. It's so much more better acclimated as far as like the structure of the show goes. I feel like all of you guys' comments too, aligning like as far as even the narration. I was like, I hear him keep coming up as well. And then the jokes that pay off later on too, as far as like there's always money and then have it pay off at the end, and the way that it did was fucking fantastic. I thought, which is so great, because I thought that they were he was trying to hint at burning it down so they could get the insurance money, but then that didn't play out, and then to find that they actually burned the money. It's just genius. It was just well written episode, so smart, so clever, and it really hypes me up to see then where we go from this point forward. But I like the structure. I like what they're doing with the writing style, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun to unpack.
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited for the next one.
Yep. All right. Well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Arrested Development Season 1, Episode 2. And next time, people. Until next time, people. Sorry. Peace.